Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Mic check. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Check 1 2 1 2. Test. Got a little difficulty setting this stream up tonight on the road. Bear with me just a minute, I'm almost got it, I think.
Yeah, his baby said that they don't got a future like that. It burns, so give him something worse to kill his head with, make him forget somehow. Might be that another day she would have wished he stayed, but they're done. Sorries won't be enough this time. Yeah, he's calling all his friends to get some action and distract him right now. He's fine, got Lucy on the line, let's get this started. Where's the party tonight? I feel good, nothing weighs me down. I can't believe my luck right now. Red eyes while he said, don't you wanna have fun? Fool around with someone. Don't you wanna have fun? Never mind my dumb heart, it needs a little kickstart. 'Cause don't you wanna have fun? Don't you wanna have some fun? Don't you wanna have some fun? Ooh, who needs a job to pay the rent? Is busy. Gotta feel free sometimes, right? What doesn't make you will only make you stronger if you believe what they say. Might be that another day she would have wished he stayed, but they're done. Red eyes while he said, don't you wanna have fun? Fool around with someone. Don't you wanna have fun? Never mind my dumb heart, it needs a little kickstart. 'Cause don't you wanna have fun? Don't you wanna have some fun?
All right, I think we got this set up pretty well. I'm gonna do one more mic check here, just to make sure sound is not too overwhelming. Bear with me just a moment, guys. Bear with me just a moment, guys. Bear with me just a moment, guys. Hey, there's Striga. How's it going, Striga? Hey, there's Striga. How's it going, Striga? All right. I think we'll give this a try here. Doing this all from one laptop in the dark in a hotel somewhere in, where are we? Pittsburgh. Yeah, Pittsburgh. So I'm trying to keep up with the chats. Thought my phone would let me do that, but it's not. Can't access the chat. Can't tell that this program has one. Very interesting. All right, so I'm just trying to find the chat. This stream is going very well. Hey, not a member's here. Not a member says I'll be lurking this evening. Hey, not a problem, not a member. I'm a big lurker myself. All right, so I think we're good. This is the one I'm looking for, is the pop-out chat. Okay. If we can keep this guy where I can find him, I think we're good. Oh, you guys can't see it. Oh. Interesting. All right. Sorry for the delays, guys. Sorry. It's been tricky getting this thing going tonight with on the road. All right, so without further ado, let's get started looking at Bitcoin. Might as well take a look at it on 1 hour. Not much has changed. This thing, we had a nice little jump up, looked like it was going to do something, right? And then we came right back down. Nice little ride. Had a trade going, but I was driving, so I didn't quite catch all of it. Had a long and a short. So I think by the time that I caught it, my short was doing good, but my long had already missed the majority of that move up. So anyway, it's just been kind of on the boring side a little bit for most of cryptos, from what I can tell. See which ones are up for the daily here. Rune's doing good. That's one of my picks there that I'm rooting for. Solana's holding its own very well. X is still hanging around half a penny. Pepe's got a little bit of a move going on. There's only a way for me just to keep that box where I wouldn't have to dig for it. Alright guys, kicking it off, we're going to be taking a look at FTM tonight. Bitcoin is just going sideways as usual. It's got a chance to go up, will it or not? Probably have more luck tomorrow on a Tuesday. Fantom has graduated out of my buy zone here. Let me zoom out a little bit to the daily. Headed in this juicy little buy zone, making this double bottom for what appears to be an Adam and Eve, which should kind of play out kind of like I've got drawn here, rounding out shape. Now, typically, this shape will come back up to what we call a neckline. And then you take a measured move from top to bottom. Measured move, put it at the top. That gives you a target at 43 cents. So this is a longer term play, definitely. But if you're looking for a time to get into Fantom before it runs up back to $3 or even more this time, if you're looking for a good solid long-term hold, this is one you might want to research over the next day or two. Because this little guy is at bottom territory. This is at the prices during the last bear market coming out of it. Looking at this coin, and even when we had our big deep dive between our twin peaks in Bitcoin on the bull market, this one came down to some juicy areas to pop right back up. So all I'm saying is this is a great area to consider getting in long term for this, and then just ride it out. Because in my opinion, it's got a little while to play out, a few more weeks. Down here at these bottom areas before it will start coming back up to about 31, 32 cents. Play around with that area, flag out. Maybe correct a little bit. But then we're going to start working on 38 cents, 40 cents, 60 cents. And by the time the bull market gets here, this being a layer one, a nice layer one, you definitely expect all-time highs to be hit again. Be sorely disappointed to see it not happen. But even coming halfway to $1.72 from about a quarter where we are, that's a pretty good return, folks. Going up to $3, back up to its all-time highs. Not bad. So Fantom, put it on your radar. Have a go with it if you like. Don't be one of those people 2 years from now says, I should have bought that. Check it on Quant, just going sideways like Bitcoin, just a little boring, if you will. Checking on the chat real quick. So may not be a whole lot going on with this stream since I got a late start, got everything late started. But then again, there might be some people coming in later. This will probably be a shorter stream anyway. Take a look at Dogecoin real quick. Still on the channel. Look at, you guys see that? Thought old Doge just came up and danced on my screen with the girls there. That wasn't me. Cool. So Doge was in a rising channel, broke to the upside, right? That should have been taken at parabolic. And this has been a couple weeks ago. That type of move should have taken it parabolic, and it didn't stick. That's actually, you know, for it to go up that high, where was that, to 8 cents? I'm surprised that that turned out to be a bull trap. That's a 13%. Usually if they go above 10%, you're pretty much in the clear. So that's a surprise. We came back in and now we're in that channel. If I do connect my original lines, it hints at maybe there, but that's not strong. We do have 3 touches there now, so that would be valid. So our pattern, you can still look at it as a channel, or you can look at it for the extents of what it is. They're both bearish. They're actually, this one has about I think a 52% chance to come to the downside. So I'm expecting some lower numbers out of this. It's got rejected at the 200 moving average now, since this move didn't hold with Doge. But there are some signs here with the Ichimoku cloud saying that it may just come down to the bottom of this trend line again, and it may get a bounce from there. So this is also where the 50 moving average is, which just crossed over the 100. So that's actually a little bit bullish. Just in the next few days, down a little bit to about 7.2 cents. And hopefully we'll get a bounce there. We need to look for that. If not, we could be coming down to 7 cents even. But if we do that, this little buy zone needs to be more down in this area, about 6 cents. But it's looking a little weak on the daily for Doge, and it's under the 9. So I do expect the price to come down to the 50 right here at 7.2 cents. Take a look at Kadena. Down here at bottom, yummy buy areas. So buy pressure been in play here. You can tell that by the wicks, the buy pressure pushing those wicks up. A lot of sell pressure too, coming in about 54 cents. Trying to keep this a little neutral here at this bottom territory. Daily looks like it just broke market structure there. We'll zoom into the 4-hour, take a look, but it looks like it's coming down back to this 50 cent area. It's at 52 cents right now, which in my opinion, this is a good price to get in on this. This one is a very interesting layer 1 proof of work chain. Making a double bottom is what I see. So as long as we hold these areas above 50 cents, start dropping below 50, then we're looking at some lower areas. Possibly down to 44, maybe lower. So got to keep a close eye on that. But it's making a rounding here with the moving averages, and that's a good sign. Just got to get back above the 9 on the daily for me to feel better about it. But currently, it looks like it wants to come back down to this 51 cent area, unfortunately. But now, long term, this one can actually do a few things. Overall, how this price action should play out, catching the double bottom here, eventually we'll make our way back up to this neckline area at 70 cents. Now, from that area, we can take a measured move. And that will give us our next target to play, which will take time to play out with many ups and downs to finally get there. But that target will bring us back to 89 cents. Now, this one has had some nice price history. I cannot remember exactly, but I know it was over $3. Oh, we were over about $10. So if it can do that again, that's a nice 20x from this bottom area, and it may do a lot more. Very interesting project in my opinion. This one and also Kaspa. Just testing some things out here. Okay, so Kaspa, it had its little heyday, right? Nice run up, done it twice. First run up to 4.2 cents is the last one got us up to our targets. Now look, they got hit. So the way I set my targets with these particular fib levels from particular moves, pretty reliable. So target at 4.8 and 5.16, nailed. Buy zone when we were first talking about it was right around 3 cents. And that got all the way up to 100% return. Moonbag territory. I did not moonbag mine. I think my buy-in is a little bit higher than that. I should have though, in retrospect, but those were 2 wicks in 2 days. Maybe I could have caught it, but it wasn't my plan. I need a little higher, but I still probably should have done it in retrospect. Because it's going to be coming back down to this buy zone. I can move it down a little bit. And this 50 moving average coming in at about 3.4 cents. Let's take a look at the trend lines here, what we got. This is our bottom trend line. Coming in right about that same side, just a little over 3.3 cents. So we were in more of a channel, a little broadening. It's definitely broadening now. We have to include this in our overall pattern. It does give us a pattern that does have a tendency to break to the downside. Doesn't mean that it will though. Can. If it does, we're looking at 2.2 cents. So just some things we got to keep our eye on. There's some bearish divergence here, meaning that this should be trend change. It doesn't necessarily have to be now. We can still get a bounce from any of these areas and still go back up. The only thing you need to pay attention to is the current trend that it's broken down of. That one could bring us back down here to 3.4 cents. We could get a bounce from the buy zone, come back up before this pattern fails. So it's going to be interesting to watch this one. But taking profit up here would have been a very wise move in my opinion. So the bargain zone will be between the 100 and 200 moving averages, and that would be 2.2 cents on up to 2.7 cents in that area. Should it get down there? It may not. It is still within a curving structure here. However, the weekly, when we zoom out just a little bit, the weekly, it is a little bit toppy. There is bearish divergence on the weekly, so I would not be surprised to actually see Fantom come back down, maybe to these juicy areas, just a little under 3 cents. And if it does, I do plan to stack my bags. If you look on this weekly trend line right here, we shouldn't go lower than that. And for where price is now, it's just 2 cents. And I can see this thing playing up on up to about 3 cent area, which would be about right here. Corresponds with these candle closes right here. We've got 3 of them just right there, that area, just right under 3 cents. So Kaspa, I think it will be coming down. She may try to trick us though. So a nice one, I think, that you could dollar cost average into, or just wait for these juicy levels to hit. OBS is giving me some kind of warning signal, but I don't know what it is. I feel like there's an echo in here. So where are you? DeFi guy. He's actually one that turned me on to ASTR. And that one's been very interesting. We'll check out this finance chart here. May even have a trade set up. And it looks like I do. Now this is one that I was looking to do a more rounded double bottom, right? It has not done that. Doesn't mean that it won't happen, but right now it's not interested in doing it. It's getting above the 200 moving average on the daily, so ASTAR is in bullish territory. Let's see if we can clear this out and make a little bit more sense. I'm not sure when all this was done, or we could just go to a different chart. Hold on to that one in case. Now we're not looking at air swap, we're looking at ASTR. And let's take a look at it. I guess we can do the trading view. Do have a setup on it. Okay. This one's much easier to see. So the buy zone was definitely back here. We had to break out on a falling wedge. Unfortunately, I can't get volume on the trading view charts, so that's the only indicator that I would really love to have on here right now that I'm missing, the little lines that show up right here. You want to look for a volume increase whenever you get a breakout. Obviously, this one didn't have that much volume because it went sideways. Still good. Reversing shape here, a kind of a rounded shape. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe that we make a flag up here, hopefully, between these two levels. And split this up a little bit. 6.2 and 7.2 cents. Hopefully it will be within that range. But things are just looking good for this one to go up. Very impressed with this. It does have a use case. You might want to check it out as a long-term hold possibility. That's actually what I'm doing. I think this is the perfect time in the market to just get your long-term holds established. Because if total 3 is correct, none are going to go up soon. So where are you, little guy? I always lose this one. Looking for my little curve tool. How do I miss you? You're not here. Could have sworn it was right here. You're killing me. There you are, way down there. Well, if that didn't take long enough. So nice curving structure that we're seeing here, this could, I say this a lot, but and it has not really panned out yet for many things. A parabolic move. It normally has 5 stages, but I haven't seen any coin actually make it up to that 5th stage yet at this point in the game. About three bumps up is about all I see, and I think we're getting to our 2nd stage here from what I can see. So we're finding the support on the 200 moving average, which is coming in at 5.8 cents roughly. Going to retest it. These sell lines are saying that 9 moving average is coming up there. We got the moving averages are crossing beautifully. They're now where they should be, and they just got to cross over the 200 now, and that's where they're headed. Next target I have is 6.2 cents, 7.2 cents, and the main target to shoot for would be at least 8.2 cents in my personal opinion. That would take you, even from the 200 moving average, that's a 43% gain. I think this one can also go even higher. There's the tool I'm looking for. 66% return on investment. Getting in at a toppy place, it is. But it crossing over that 200 moving average, if it can hold that, that's what we want. We also want to zoom into the 4 hour. See the trend line I just drew there, connecting these tops. Zoom in here to the 4 hour. That's giving us a resistance right now on the 4 hour. On the daily, it looked like it was giving us support. So we can also be this yummy rising wedge. So there's 2 ways that this plays out. Now you can see we bumped up to the top of it. Even though we came back in, it makes this one weak, which means that we have a higher chance than not of maybe breaking up again. If we do that in this pattern, that's going to be hella bullish. And we can look for a strong parabolic move up to, especially the 618 target at 8.2 cents. If, however, where did you go, baby? Right here. It gets rejected. How will we know when this one gets rejected up here? Well, other than seeing price come down. But when we know that it's the rejections is when this 9 crosses that 21. That is like, we're gone. We're coming all the way down to the bottom of the pattern anyway. This being that type of pattern, closer we get to the bottom trend line, the more likely we are for this one to fail, or actually do what it's supposed to do and come down. So that's what we want to look at for this. If we start losing the 9 moving average, which we have in this candle, what it's doing is coming down and testing the 21 because we got that wick. If that test holds, we could be good. And if we get back above the 9, we got a shot to do the crazy Hail Mary throw, getting us up there. If this scenario does not play out, the down one, we'll lose that 9, lose the 21. We have no choice but to come down, retest the 50 and 100, and this trend line back at 5.4 cents. And there's no guarantees that that will hold. Most likely those will fail. So let's just keep that in mind. It could do something really good, or it could just start slowly going south on us. So an interesting to watch, and that's the risk if you try to get into a trade at resistance. Not the best place, but at this particular thing, just keep an eye on it. If it starts breaking above 6.2 cents, FOMO in, baby, because it's getting ready to do something big. If we get up above that level, she's gonna blast. Trigger says he's listening. He's got another busy night. All right. Let's check on Pond. See how Pond is doing. So Pond, we were looking at it. As a breakout of a falling channel that came back and just kind of rode its leg all the way back down. Not what you want to see when you get breakout, right? That's why one reason why the volume down here is important when you get breakout. And that one did have some. But still, it broke back in the channel. Luckily, it broke back out. But anyway, it did retest that and also retested this bottom. So technically, at the moment, we got a triple bottom scenario going on here. On the daily. And if we zoom in here, take a look at this price action here for the last few days, right? As these movement averages, the 50 crossed the 100, and then we started getting our moves up. We reclaimed this 9. Movement averages are looking awesome. So looking very positive on the pond right now. So for all you guys that kind of got into this and just felt like it wasn't going anywhere after this big bump up that we had to 1.2 cents, it's got a very good chance that maybe we'll do that again. So I would definitely pay attention to that level. Unlikely to hit there and just break even. It'll probably go up above it or not even hit it at all. I would say if you wanted to target that would definitely probably hit. Definitely, probably. There's a word combination. I would shoot for 1.15. Just to match the top of that trend line by where candle action is. Because if it's going to do something like that, it will be quick. But it is aiming for this 200 movement average. Basically, everything's looking like it's getting ready to turn around. This has been in our juicy buy zone at 0.0067. Currently sitting at 0.0088. This zone up here at 1.6 cents, 0.016. Great target to shoot for. Within this range. And it may be range bound for a while. That's an 87, 88% return there. Just from where it is now. So this may be a Wyckoff accumulation. We may see this range through here for a while longer. 1.36 cents is another one, a take profit area that would be nice. Within this range. But at some point it is going to get out of this range. But while it's here, if you like it, if you believe in this project, this is a great time to recycle this and just kind of grow your bags a little bit. Litany, we've been talking about that one lately, right? JN's been here asking about us. He was actually when it kind of brought it to my attention, this and Phala. And I told him about them, and I think they're the good ones, and they're getting ready to do something. Keep them in your bags. And I don't know if he did or not. There was some of his picks. It's doing some good things. It's having some problems right here at this level, at right at 80 cents, right? Don't know what that is. So right here underneath this candle wick and these candles over here, got a resistance area. Kind of have trouble getting above it when we're doing this little scallop. Looks like a bridge to me, so I call them bridges sometimes. Got a little bridge. And then, did it go to my buy zone? No, of course not. I'm not going to go to my buy zone. Why would it want to give me a chance to buy more of this? Went right above my buy zone, man. All right. That's actually a signal of strength. Or a sign of strength, I should say. Didn't even make it back to the 618 Fibonacci from this wick, swing low to swing high here. Just the 50-cent level. And then she's taken off. Those are good signs. This one's got some strong inclinations, shall we say. So coming up this 200 moving average is definitely what it's striving for. That's at 92 cents. So I like this one. I think it's got good potential to be a good mover over the next few months. Let me work this down for you. What we've got here. Adam and Eve. Double bottom that didn't really play out very well. Didn't make its measure move at all. Failed. Came down to do what I was seeing as another rounded bottom. They usually do that. It may get rejected up here and then come back and round on out. It could happen that way, so keep that in mind. Because they typically do the boob thing. How else would you describe that? The double cheap thing. And you could say we're in a falling wedge, but it's not defined. It's got rounding itself, see, with this really high peak. So when you try to draw your trend line from the first candle to your next candle tops, you get, I mean, it's valid, but it's very steep. So going to our order of operations, going to the next peak gives us something here. Saying that 1.27 is going to be a hard area for this one. Let's go ahead and mark that. Order of operations, that can't go anywhere. Go to their third peak. There, and now we got another channel. And that one rode it all the way down, but not all the way, not to my buy zone, not yet. So the only chance I've got of getting it at this price is if it comes up here to the 200 moving average and this kind of trend line that I actually need to adjust. So I can take it all the way down to the wick and it lines up really nicely there. So I'm going to keep it right where it's at there. So if price comes up to here, it's about 94 cents or so and gets rejected, it may come back down to my buy zone. No guarantees though. This buy zone may not be met. That's a strong candles for the last 2 days. Litany looks good to me. And if it can get above this area at 94, 95, 96 cents, get above that 200 daily moving average, start shooting for $1.50, $1.70. That would be nice, really nice. So interesting formation that we've got on with Litany, and I think it's got bullish tones. But now the 4 hour, see, we've already had a bit of a pullback there, right? Beautiful. Didn't he come back down to the 200? That's what's so crazy. 21's crossing the 200 now, and soon your official buy signal will be when the 50, that's this blue line right here, finally moves up and crosses that yellow 200 moving average. Ichimoku Cloud says this got some plans for this one. This one's going to take off, what the 4 hour says. Just price action alone and everything. Indicators are also looking like they're trying to turn around too. Now it's under the 9 moving average, so it's got a chance to come back down to just right at 7 cents, but not sure that's going to make it down there. It looks like it may try to correct right now and keep going up. So I like what I see there. Strigger says I can't do much with Pond at the moment. Oh, PHA is hey Jan. PHA is going crazy. Yeah. Hopefully I hope you kept those in your portfolio. But I appreciate you coming on the stream and just mentioning them and bringing them up, because I actually put a little bit in both of those. I liked what I saw on those. Oh, yep, nice. I don't have my little rocket ship on my mobile stream here. I'm whispering in a hotel room at the moment. But I think we'll be back home tomorrow night, so it's looking a lot like what we just looked at there too, right? Same formation. Probably how the other one will play out too. Same structure. This one just seems to be a little bit ahead of it. And we're on the 1 hour right here. 4 hour looks like nice, yeah. Moving average is doing the same thing. Nice. Oh, this one's going stronger too. You guys probably can't see it. The Ichimoku cloud, little sliver of green right there. Look how far this is from price action, and it being so thin that you guys can probably barely see it. Just checking the daily here. A lot of these look like it's got room to go. But it's got to get above this 200. Of course, that's going to be 13.5 cents on Phala. I like it. Nice move today. Nice move. From what, 9.6? That's a good 36% move today. And I think this one's got legs. I think it's definitely got some nice legs. Talking about 58 to 64 cents. And in time, it's going to take a while to get there, but I would not be surprised. What would that be to hit those numbers? 6, 7x. Really nice. JN still not buying? Oh, okay. I talked about it. Yeah. That too. Yeah, we just looked at that one just a minute ago. Yeah, I mentioned that you brought that one up. I liked it. I got into both of them. I'm going to start 4x on the demo account. I'll go for it. Let me know how you like it. I've never tried it. Crypto longer term. Vet broke out in bull flag. Crypto in longer term. Crypto is lagging in the markets. Other markets are jumping off better than crypto at the moment. There's all the schemes behind the plays, in my personal opinion. But I think we'll see something before too long come in our favor with crypto. But cool, let me know how the 4x works out for you. I found it interesting. Strategy will be a little bit different, but you can use a lot of what you use in 4x in crypto on the longer term. But there's some impressive 4x strategies for the shorter term time frames. Check out BET. That's one of my long term holds, one of my bigger bags. So it was in a falling wedge. You got to break up to the upside. I got to measure move target at 3.2 cents. Long way away. Shorter time frames or more local price action. Looks like we've got a breakout. A little bit of volume. Like to see a lot more. Using the wicks there. Yeah, still breakout. In the middle of the green Ichimoku cloud, that's a little suspect, but it may be trying to move up to 2.1 cents there at the 200 moving average. That would be great. Little red over here in the Ichimoku. I don't know that this one's going to quite make it that far. We have an ovary, we got a fallopian tube, we got a uterus, we got a fallopian tube, and then probably another ovary. And then this is actually a familiar shape that you will see a lot. And it just looks like those pictures you would see in the encyclopedia or medical Grey's Anatomy book or something. To me, this has got a chance to break to the upside. And it looks like it wants to on the daily there. 4 hour flagging out here. That's good. Good. 4 hours looking stronger. 4 hours looking better than the daily. 4 hour might give the daily what it needs to get even more bullish. 4 hours also saying it needs a pullback right now. So pulling back to the 9. Hopefully the 9 moving average will hold. That's at 1.8 cents. If that doesn't hold, it's normal to come back to the 21 at still at 1.8 cents, 1.819 versus 1.84 where it is now. We're talking fractions of a penny here, folks. Fractions of a. So for long-term holds, not too big of a difference. It's not nice round in shape. I do expect it to find support here, maybe down at 10182 area. Coming back here, we can see the kind of shapes we got coming here. And it'll probably go sideways and kind of match up with this one again. It's not a head and shoulders, but kind of reminiscent of it, you know. And we should get a breakup. From that's what it looks like. Just a little slow right now. If she's got another chance to go back above that 200 moving average, and I think it does. Money flow is in the green, so I like it. All right, guys, the time is 12:02, and I think I'm going to just go ahead and call this stream tonight. I appreciate you for stopping by. Those are the guys that can catch me. We did get off to a late start with a lot of technical difficulties. And on the mobile studio here, not quite the production that I have in my home studio, but I'm working on it. So when I have to travel, bring the stream with me there. But I appreciate you guys for being here, and I will hopefully see you again tomorrow night. If you can, hit that like button on your way out. Much appreciated. Have a good night, guys.
Come on, come here, bud. Come on. You freaky dog. I don't need to analyze every word that comes out is a lie. Make it look like it's so ice. You won't make it to the finish line. Now if you gotta know the truth was gonna let you go. You was fine, never mind, unpredictable. Fade out of the ground, you ain't no one. You a star, blow it out like supernova. In the night